Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Thursday. It's Thursday morning. Those of you, I'm not sure what time you're going to catch this. You're going to catch it live or later on. So don't know your time zone. So I say good morning, good evening, good night, depending on when you're going to see this. But I'm just checking in. Haven't put up a YouTube video in a little bit, but I am here today. Remembered my camera. I had to bring the external camera because the camera on this old laptop does not look good. Let me go ahead and see if this is going to let me share today. Still having problems connecting with Facebook, but I can share to Twitter. I have to go back after I'm finished and share it to Facebook. But guys, I will get it shared over to Facebook. I think I forgot to do that the last time I put up a YouTube video. But we're going to go ahead and get it over to Twitter right quick. Put up a little now streaming live on YouTube. All right, I still got to figure out why it's not connecting to my Facebook like it normally does. But anyway, make sure you guys do subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would appreciate that most gratefully. Okay, we got it going on. Just wanted to share a little bit, but first, before I get into what God gave me to give, I want to remind you guys that I am this close to getting the launch date set. I kind of got a feeling where it is, but I got one or two more loose ends to tie up. Exactly two more loose ends to tie up before we can set the launch date and begin the prep for the launch date. I am going to try to get some gift packages together for you guys for the launch. T-shirts, buttons, keychains, little things like that. Put some packages together that I can ship out to those of you who feel willing and able to donate for the launch. I got gift packages I'm gonna try to put together for you guys for Green Moon Radio. So Green Moon Radio is almost ready to launch. Just about there. Working out the last little things that I'm adding into the system this week to make sure that it's formatted the way it needs to be formatted. But everything is looking really good, and we're on schedule for our launch time. Forgive the look, y'all. I'm in the gym. Y'all know this. I'm in a little lounge area here at, like I always am, at Planet Fitness. Just got my workout in. Excited because the same time we're launching, it will be the return of the Royal Praise Party West Coast Edition. Yes, definitely excited about that. Excited about my transformation. I'm in the gym. Y'all know the transformation is real. Definitely getting at my health on out here on the West Coast, getting a lot of things done. Hopefully, I'm going to do a little sightseeing today while I'm off. So hopefully I can get out and see a little bit. I think we were talking about going down to San Jose. There's some nice things to see down in San Jose. So we're going to do some sightseeing hopefully today, unless plans change. So I might have some pictures and some videos to put up later on today about that. But anyway, I got up early this morning, just to share. I got up early this morning to use the bathroom. And while I was standing up in the dark, my phone notification alarm went off. So I usually check that because, I got my kids and loved ones that might be messaging. So I always check that to see if it's an important message or not. Well, it just so happens that my son had put up a voice message, about 3 minutes long, a voice message about something he was dealing with at his job. He just got to work early this morning. It's a 3-hour time difference. So it was about 5 something in the morning for me. I guess about 8 something for him just getting to work. But I just happened to be up when I just got up when the message came through. And after listening to the message, God was saying to me while I was listening to his message, and something God said on the end of the message to share with my son, God told me that part was for all of us. And that is the title of this little message for you guys, for me, for us today is never take off your crown for peasants. And I'm talking to the kings and queens out there. Many times in life, the enemy tries to get us to remove our crown. When we were princes and princesses, when we were young, many times we try to go blow for blow, toe for toe. You know, we got to clap back. We got to say something. But God is saying that when you become wiser, when you get more mature, and you become wiser, when you get the crown, when you elevate from prince to king, from princess to queen, uh, there's no more taking off the crown. You don't take off the crown for peasants. Peasants are always going to have something to say. Those that are in lower station, those that are not on your level, are always going to have something to say. But you have to know who you are. See, because if you have on a crown, you don't take it off for peasants. What I'm saying is, you don't take it off for pride. You don't take it off for the clapback. You know, a lot of times we feel our flesh wants to answer. A lot of times people will say something and have an opinion, or give their statement, or post their comment, and we feel I gotta say something because they don't know me. I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind. I'm gonna read this brother or sister. You know, I'm just gonna let them know, blah blah blah. I ain't gonna have people, as my son said this morning, I don't have people talking to me sideways. Understandable. That's flesh talking. That's your flesh talking. But if you're a king or a queen, you don't let a peasant cause you to take off your crown. It's ways to handle things without taking off your crown, people. It's things that can be said without taking off your crown. And sometimes you don't need to say anything because God handles those types of situations. But we have to give God space to be God in our lives. A lot of times we want to handle situations because we can. But just because you can doesn't mean you should. I'll say that again. Just because you can handle a situation doesn't mean you should. This is why we have to be in tune with God and what God wants us to do. And God is telling us with no beyond a shadow of a doubt, God is speaking to us today, telling us that we are never to take off our crown for peasants. People that are not even on your level should not be causing you to come down off your throne that God has put you on. God has made us kings and queens. We didn't elevate ourselves. We're not talking about those that elevate themselves. I'm talking to the kings and queens today. I'm talking for those of you who have been through something, who have been through the trials and tribulations of life and have been elevated and raised to a position of understanding, raised to a position of being, acknowledging that I am a child of God. I am a king, and I don't take off my crown for peasants. I am a queen. I do not take off my crown for peasants. You have to know this for yourself because the enemy has many different tactics. He doesn't always come at you head on. He doesn't always come at you in a way where you can recognize him. He is a slick, shisty individual. And he comes at you like a snake, slithering quietly in the weeds. And then he pops up, boom, and attacks. And sometimes out of reflex, we take the crown off. Sometimes out of just quick, now I'm thinking, we take the crown off. But as kings and queens, we must always be thinking. We must be thinking ahead. We must leave out the house expecting the enemy. We must get up each day expecting the unexpected. We must expect the attack. No fighter gets in the ring and thinking he's not going to get hit. No fighter steps in the octagon and doesn't expect a takedown. No athlete goes into a competition and expecting not to have competition. We are Christians. We should be used to opposition. We are Christians. We should be used to the enemy's attack and knowing that he's going to attack. I get up every day knowing, expecting, looking for the attack of the enemy. I fix my crown in such a way that it can't be just easily knocked off. Y'all sisters know how y'all want them weaves in tight. If something pop off, the last thing you want is your wig to pop off. So we must fix our crowns in such a way, tailor-made, fitted. I'm the type of person, I don't wear snapbacks. I like fitted caps. I like caps that hug and fit, that feel like they are made for me. They're my hats, my size. I got a big head. Everybody can't wear my hat. I say that again. I got a big head. Everybody can't wear my hat. That means everybody can't wear my crown. It's my crown. And the only way it's coming off if I take it off. And I don't take off my crown for peasants. Don't remove your crown for peasants. Don't come down for pride's sake. Don't let pride be the reason. Pride is always with us, always sitting to our left and to our right, behind us, whispering our ear. You gonna let him talk to you like that? You gonna let him handle you like that? I know you ain't going for that. Ooh. Waiting, just itching for us to take off that crown. Because once we take off that crown, we vulnerable. You know, a lot of people have taken off their crowns, and when they looked again, they were sitting in jail cells. A lot of people took off their crown and opened their eyes up on the other side, body done laid to rest. Because for a minute, it doesn't take but an instant for you to take off your crown and get yourself in a bad situation. It doesn't take but an instant for you to take off your crown and remove yourself from the ark of safety and be in a place of vulnerability. Be in a place where the enemy really can attack. See, that's the issue. He wants you to take the crown off so he can attack you. But he has to first entice you, scare you, spook you. The same way predatory animals wait and position themselves around herds of animals that they're preying on. They don't run up into the herd and snatch one out. But what they do is position themselves. And when everybody's in position, all the predators working together are in position, they startle the herd. And when the herd takes off, sometimes they try to get the herd to scatter. And they see who's weak and who's limping and who's older and whose crown may not be on so securely. And then that's the one they go after, and they try to separate that one from the herd. And that separation is that's what happens when we take off the crown. We are separating ourselves. We are coming out of the ark of safety. We are removing ourselves because we want to put our crown over here while we go over here and give them a piece of our mind. But when we do that, we are without protection. Now the real enemy can attack, because the real enemy is not the person that you're speaking to, but it's the spirit, the imp, the devil, the demon that is using the individual that you want to clap back. So when he gets you in that I must respond kind of mode, attitude, he gets you in an area of vulnerability. You are out of safety. You are out of that safe space because you removed the crown which kept you, which keeps your mind. You understand what I'm saying? There's a reason it's a crown on your head, because it keeps your mind. Like the helmet of salvation, that's the crown. We always think the helmet of salvation is some helmet, some mask. No, it's the crown that keeps your mind. So we have to understand that we have to keep the crown on, and we don't remove it for peasants. Because when we remove it, we remove ourselves from safety. We remove ourselves from that area that God has established for us, that he keeps us, that he protects us, that he provides for us in that area. No one can take us out of that area, but we have a freedom with which we can walk out of that area and be without that protection. God said, I will never leave you nor forsake you, but he didn't say that you wouldn't leave him, that you wouldn't forsake him. So I say again, never take off your crown for peasants. Don't fall for the tricks of the enemy. Don't allow the enemy to entice you out of the place where God has set you, out of that ark of safety, out of that place that God has prepared for you. That's what he wants to do. He wants to lure you out into the open so he can attack. He wants to lure you, and he lures you by saying, throwing little darts at you and making you want to come out and fight. Meet him on his ground, on open ground, so you can say your piece. But then when you're finished saying your piece, you're the one that's looking around and realizing, now I got to repent. Now I got to go back and say I'm sorry for something. No need. You don't see kings and queens apologizing to peasants because they don't even entertain peasants. You understand what I'm saying? You're royalty. You're of a royal priesthood. Never, 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 never take off your crown for peasants. That's all I got, y'all. I want you to know I love y'all. I appreciate you guys taking this journey with me. The journey, the saga continues. The transformation is real. I don't know if you guys saw the pictures I posted. I think I posted a few pictures of the engraving event that I went to. I think that was last weekend. I was down in an area of California called Salinas. There's a mall down there. We were at the Masons at the mall doing my first engraving event. I'm about to get my own engraving tools, so that's going to be a little side gig that I can pick up on the weekend, especially with this holiday season coming, where we are contracted by the different vendors, perfume and cologne vendors. I think we were working like we were doing Hugo Boss and Chloe, and I think it was Chanel and Dior, and I think it was the Dior vendor, if I'm not mistaken, that we were working for last Saturday. And the different vendors, they contract us to come out and do engraving events. And anytime that the customers purchase those particular brands that we're engraving for, the engraving is an added feature that they can get at no cost to them, because it's sponsored by the perfume vendors. So I was excited to do it. Did really well. Did quite a few. I didn't actually count. I took a few pictures of some of my sample work. Actually, I only got one picture of one of the ones I did for our actual customer. You see the picture, the one that says Natasha was an actual customer's bottle that was purchased and engraved, personalized. And they do a lot of that during the holidays. So coming up on the holiday season, which is perfect time for this launch as well. And I do want to let you guys know that any of my pastors, and church friends that are looking for an affordable station to broadcast on, if you always wanted to get your church broadcast on radio, this is your opportunity, because I will be sending out a Facebook message about that as well. Get with me, inbox me if you're interested in getting a slot. Of course, we're going to have 15 and 30-minute slots available for ministries. So definitely get with me. That space is limited, so you definitely want to get with me on those things. All right. For Green Moon Radio, we are definitely coming real soon. This month, we are launching this month. That's the plan. So we are still on track to launch this month. The exact date to be announced, and the return of the Royal Praise Party, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Of course, that's going to be West Coast time, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., which would be 9 to 12. Yeah, 9 to 12 East Coast time. So we'll be doing a 3-hour show, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 3-hour show, 6 to 9 East Coast time, 9 to 12. 9 to 12 East Coast time, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. West Coast time. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's definitely going to be popping here in just a couple of weeks, y'all. So I'm excited about it. Excited to talk to you guys on this morning. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Got to get these numbers up so I can start going YouTube live from the phone. That's the goal. So y'all got to help me with that. Please subscribe and pass the word along. Again, if you got ministries who want to get on Green Moon Radio, please inbox me and I will get you the information forthwith. Because we are about to launch Green Moon Radio, y'all. Yep, own radio station. Me and my brother, Marwan Green, Derek Moon, we about to put it down. Green Moon Radio is coming at you. I love you guys, and I got to get out of here. I got things I got to do. Plus, I'm trying to do some sightseeing today. So I should be back with you guys with some pictures and video as well. God bless each and every one of you. I appreciate you guys. And remember, never take off your crown for peasants. I'm out. Peace.